have been without power since Monday, 3 a.m.
With no lights and heat, Sherry Wallace wanted answers during the Texas deep freeze. Today, Sherry Wallace can cook after her power came back on over the weekend.
Friday at 8 p.m. it finally came back on and has been on.
That's almost 5 days?
Yes, 5 days.
Others down the road, though, continue to wait.
I feel very neglected, and most of my neighbors do. Encore owes it to us. We pay our bills, all of us do, to at least call us and say, you know what, here's the problem in your neighborhood.
They couldn't get answers, neither could we. Not even a Southwest Power Company representative could get answers for Wallace.
Came back and said, well, I thought maybe since I work for the power company I could find something out, but I get the exact same thing you did. It's unknown.
Where did most people get their information?
Channel 25, get the local news, because they're the only place that was giving us any kind of information.
Why do so many of us have to wait so long to see our power restored? That's because of the way power companies operate. They tend to restore the circuits with the most people on them first. If you live out in a rural area like this, chances are you are way down the list and will have to wait a lot longer to see your power back. But there has to be enough power to connect. When power generators of all types stopped working, the grid almost collapsed.
If problems do occur within ERCOT, there is a limited ability to take power from the other grids.
That's because Texas has a closed system with few ways to connect outside the state. When leaders made that decision, they thought they had enough power going into the ERCOT grid.
The grid is a system. It integrates all of these technologies. Each one has pros and cons associated with it in terms of its characteristics. We just need to understand how to keep the grid operating with all technologies.
Something lawmakers have begun looking at, along with adjustable pricing that's left some Texans with outrageous bills.
So we were held hostage really with our rate that we were working with. It was really crazy.
It's possible Texas can dip into its rainy day fund to help pay those bills, or the rest of us may have to chip in.
Texans who have suffered through days of freezing cold without power should not be subjected to skyrocketing energy bills due to a spike in the energy market.
All problems former lawmakers say the state had a chance to fix after a similar storm in 2011.
I filed a bill that would have required the Public Utility Commission to ensure that there was an adequate reserve to prevent blackouts. The leadership in Austin did not give it a hearing.
Meanwhile, as Texans get their power back, they also have to deal with burst pipes.
And as you see,
no water at all, or water they can't drink. Customers want answers and still have trouble getting them.
I really want the power companies to be more responsive. I know they could cut off my power if I didn't pay my bill individually, but they seem to not be able to turn us on individually.
And some believe answers may take court action, like the $100 million lawsuit the family of Christian Pavone found dead in the cold, filed against Entergy and ERCOT. So can Texans sue ERCOT for their loss of power? In review of a 2016 lawsuit, the Texas Supreme Court will decide whether ERCOT has so-called sovereign immunity, something which would protect it from lawsuits. Until then, we're long on promises and short on answers, but we'll keep pressing to get them. In Bell County, Dennis Turner, 25 News.